Good morning, good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, mi gente. Yo-yo. Welcome to Daily Discipline number 646, primarily in a row. My name's Rob Hoback. Happy that you're here, honored and humbled that you keep coming back like for reals. Hey, it's Friday, right? We've named Fridays F It Fridays. And so, two meanings to that. Number one, F it as in we all have things, that we need to do. And we're like, man, I don't want to do it for this reason. Just do it. F it, man. Just go, right? Something bad. And obviously you have to apply logic to that. What's the worst thing that could happen, right? As long as that answer is not, you're going to die or you lose your livelihood or anything like that, then just take the shot, seriously. Or it can be F it as in like, F that, I've had enough of that, I'm not going to tolerate that anymore. In my world, there are some instances of that where I'm like, yeah, that needs to change, right? And the only way for that to change is for me to do the F it and be like, look, just find something, right? Seriously, find something. Get these people, shut down the noise. Winning is the cure-all for everything in business and in sports. All right, moving on to our real time. It's July the 24th. I almost skipped over what the date is, right? So it's July the 24th. It's a work day. I got plenty of work to do. I'm sure you do too. So first things first, I'm still the realist, but I'm also fueled up. Yeah, we talked about this recently, about how turning that anger that you feel when people say things about you that aren't true, you're like, man, that makes me mad. Like, you can't sit around and fight about it. You got to figure out how to take that and turn that into fuel, right? And not engage, right? So to give you a football analogy, that's what a lot of people have take issue with Baker Mayfield. They're like, Baker, stop answering people on Twitter. Stop engaging in those arguments. Just do your job, right? Winning is the best revenge. Seriously. So I got plenty of fuel. We're on. So real talk. Yeah, how appropriate. The beauty in being mistreated, right? So giving credit where credit's due. The first time I heard this analogy was from Uncle Jay, right? He sent me an article. It's like the beauty in being mistreated is that when you are then treated well, you have perspective, right? And think about it. Most of us grow up in an environment where we're nurtured by our parents and our aunts and uncles and grandmas and grandpas, and we're told, oh, you're amazing, you're smart, I love you, you're happy, just all these things, right? It's all good news. Then we send our kids out in the world, they start getting bad news. And what do? They're like, well, that person's mean. Well, because they gave you some feedback, right? And then oftentimes, again, our parents they just covered up. They're like, oh, don't listen to that person, right? Or let's go attack the person that gave you that feedback. Like, look, sometimes that feedback is normal. Sometimes we need it or is required. We need that. We need that negative feedback, right? Now, it could be positively presented. Sometimes people don't do that well. And sometimes people are just mean for sport or for whatever the reason. But the beauty of being mistreated is that gives us then perspective that we look to all the people that treat us well, be like, wow, I should probably go over there and say thanks. Although a lot of people don't do that either, right? And I know that because when I'm thankful to other people, sometimes they get real. They're like, what do you want? Like, no, I'm just saying thanks for being nice, right? The beauty in being mistreated is it gives us the perspective. Remember that, right? To remember the next time somebody's treating you like garbage, like, okay, just thank you for giving me some perspective. Thank you for giving me an example of how I will never behave when I'm in a position of authority. All right, let's move on to our thank yous. Number one, God is good. God's been good to us. He never gives us more than we can handle, right? That's true, right? Like if it's too much to handle, we die. So he's been pretty good to me. I'm still alive. I'm thankful for Samuel T, number 11, who texted me at 5:30 this morning. Like, you ready to go? Like, yep. Went to the gym, got a good workout. We're ripped. Thankful for football. Had a football meeting last night. And while some of the football nonsense is already on my nerves, it's just a welcome distraction. Sam needs it. We all need it. It's time to go. Thankful for Major League Baseball that kicked off again last night. Right? We need sports, right? We need the distraction, and we all need to get out, need to get to work, all these things. I'm thankful for the poor leadership that all of us see every day, right? It's not just me, right? We see it all the time. And so again, if we apply what we know, 80% of the time, people aren't going to be great leaders, right? Regardless of whether that's our country, our state, our city, our school, our employer, our houses, wherever. Whoever the people that are the leaders, they're not all good. The good ones, that only happens 20% of the time, and that's a gradual scale. There can be people who you're like, I don't know if they're great or not. Maybe they're just meh, right? So what are they? They're a 6, a 7. It's not a great leader, right? So when we get the 4s and the 5s, and think about that. Think about if 50% of the time somebody's not a very good leader. That's not good, right? That's not good. Those aren't good. They should be a good leader, an effective leader 80% of the time, and then 20% of the time, right? But so when you have that, and there, trust me, all around us, there are people that are not 8s, 9s, and 10s. So we need to take those examples and learn from them. Often the examples we're given are of how not to behave. Seriously. We need to remember that. We need to remember how we felt when somebody treated us like that and be like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to people who don't have the ability. It's just bullying. That's all it is, right? So FF plus L. Frauds, fakes, and liars, right? They're everywhere too. People be pretending that they're somebody that they're not, right? For their own benefit. Just let them go. They'll fizzle out, right? I'm thankful for Uncle Jay, who called me out of the blue yesterday and just chatted with me, had a great talk, talked about how, just had a great talk. Just thankful for that. And I'm thankful for today, tomorrow, and far better. Yeah, with that, hands up, peace out, we're better together. Appreciate you stopping by on an Epic Friday. Sorry I'm a little late. Sorry I'm a little fired up. It is what it is. We'll be back tomorrow on a Savage Saturday. We'll see you then. Deuces. #Real Talk. Love you guys. Bye.